Welcome back, Celtics Nation and basketball fans all around the globe, to another massive deep dive into the absolute most fascinating storylines unfolding in Boston right now. Before we jump into today's breakdown, I want to quickly invite all of our dedicated viewers to become official channel members. By hitting that join button, you directly support the production of these daily deep dives and help us continue bringing you the absolute best and most detailed basketball content on the platform. Your support means the world to us. So please consider joining the family today to get exclusive perks and help us keep the incredible content rolling. Now let us get right into the thick of it, because the Boston Celtics front office made some serious waves a few weeks ago at the NBA trade deadline. When the news originally broke that Boston acquired veteran center Nikola Vucevic, the entire basketball world reacted with massive expectations and intense scrutiny. The acquisition appeared to be one of the truly big, aggressive swings of the deadline, a move designed to completely shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference and solidify the Celtics as an unstoppable force. Fans were dreaming of a dominant offensive hub stepping onto the floor and completely taking over games with incredible post moves and elite rebounding. However, reality has started to set in over the last couple of weeks, and the Celtics organization, along with the fan base, has gotten a very clear reality check regarding their highly hyped deadline acquisition. The truth of the matter is that the 35-year-old center has been perfectly fine for the Celtics, and honestly, that is about the extent of it. He has not been a transcendent superstar taking over the fourth quarter, but he has not been a disappointment either. He has just been fine, and frankly, that is exactly what every logical Celtics fan probably should have expected from the very beginning. I completely understand the natural inclination of sports fans to desperately want to think that every single trade addition is going to be an absolute game changer who rewrites the entire season narrative. But basketball rarely works that way, especially with older veterans. Over his first 5 games wearing the iconic green and white uniform, Vucevic is averaging a very steady 11.8 points and 8.4 rebounds per game. When you look at those numbers in a vacuum, they represent a perfectly fine and respectable stat line for a veteran big man who is 35 years old and entering the twilight stages of his professional career. He is doing exactly what he was brought in to do, which includes shooting the basketball exceptionally well from beyond the three-point line. He is currently connecting on a highly impressive 42.9% of his attempts from deep. While it is no secret that his defensive mobility and rim protection are certainly not great at this stage of his career, his perimeter shooting and overall offensive prowess provide a really beautiful and necessary complement to Neemias Queta, who has emerged as the other primary center for this basketball team. By himself, Nikola Vucevic is simply no longer the incredibly high-volume offensive hub and perennial all-star that he was 5 or 6 years ago when he was carrying entire franchises on his back. But luckily for Boston, the Celtics simply do not need him to be that guy anymore. They do not need him to play 40 minutes a night and carry the scoring load. For the vast majority of the current season, it seemed glaringly obvious to everyone watching that the Celtics needed to make a desperate trade for a starting caliber center to survive the grueling schedule. But the closer the calendar actually moved to the trade deadline, the less of an absolute given that desperate need became. The primary reason for this shifting narrative is the spectacular and completely unexpected development of Neemias Queta. Queta blossoming into a completely reliable and highly productive physical center essentially makes any positive production the team gets from Vucevic feel like absolute house money. Neemias Queta has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be a crucial foundational piece for this Celtics rotation this year. This unexpected internal development is a massive part of why Vucevic being just okay does not feel detrimental or disappointing to the organization in the slightest. Because Queta has been consistently providing the relentless physical energy, the vertical spacing, and the elite defensive production that Vucevic simply does not bring to the table at 35 years old, the team is perfectly balanced. Together, they make for a pretty spectacular and highly effective 1-2 punch at the 5 spot, allowing the coaching staff to mix and match depending on the specific opponent. To borrow a brilliant comparison from the honorable sports media personality Bill Simmons, Neemias Queta has basically become exactly who the Los Angeles Lakers desperately hoped Deandre Ayton would be for them. Queta is out there effortlessly catching high-flying lobs, bringing infectious energy to the arena and fiercely protecting the rim against opposing attackers with absolutely zero fear. Having an athletic defensive anchor like Queta, who can exhaust the opponent, and then having a veteran center like Vucevic who can sub into the game to hit crucial three-pointers and stretch the floor is an absolute dream scenario for any modern basketball fan. So the reality is that no Nikola Vucevic is not out there completely lighting up the box score or dropping massive triple-doubles in Boston. But he is flawlessly filling the exact specific role the team desperately needed him to fill. And that is the absolute most important takeaway from this entire situation. The Celtics front office identified a specific need for veteran floor spacing and rebounding, and they went out and secured it. When you start projecting this roster into the grueling months of the playoffs, this depth becomes incredibly terrifying for the rest of the league. If superstar forward Jayson Tatum is able to make his highly anticipated return to the court this season, all of a sudden, the overall depth of this Celtics team transforms into a massive, overwhelming strength. This is completely wild considering that earlier in the year, depth appeared like it would be the ultimate downfall of this exact same roster. In a high-stakes playoff scenario, suddenly having two completely different but highly playable centers could easily be the ultimate difference maker in those crucial tight games. You can play Queta when you need stops and energy, and you can play Vucevic when you need half-court execution and shooting. Even if Tatum does not return to the floor this season, making the trade for Vucevic was an incredibly worthwhile swing from the Boston front office. It might not have ended up being a spectacular bases-loaded home run, but it was a very solid contact single that keeps the offensive engine moving and proves the front office is fully committed to winning on the margins. The Celtics are building a versatile, resilient roster capable of adapting to any style of play the postseason throws at them, and Vucevic is a massive part of that strategic puzzle. I want to hear exactly what all of you think about this center rotation right now. Are you perfectly happy with what Nikola Vucevic has provided so far, or were you secretly hoping for a bit more offensive fireworks from the veteran big man? Do you believe Neemias Queta is the true long-term center of the future for this historic franchise? Please let me know all your nuanced thoughts and bold predictions down in the comments section below, because I absolutely love reading through your perspectives and debating with this incredible community. If you thoroughly enjoyed this deep dive into the Celtics' tactical adjustments and roster building strategy, please do me a massive favor and subscribe to the channel right now. Make sure you leave a huge like on this video to help push it out to more passionate basketball fans, and please activate that notification bell so you never miss a single update, breakdown, or piece of breaking news. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.